Comejem. An amazing, amazing, amazing song from República Dominicana, from the one and only Wilfrido Vargas. As engineers, it is our responsibility to make sure to respect the music and to make sure that every single note is being heard. Sometimes you want things to be in your face. Sometimes you want things to be a little bit more in the background. It is extremely, extremely, extremely important to make sure that if we want people dancing, that the rhythm section is going to be completely, completely tight. As you heard, amazing, amazing players. This session was recorded live, so we're going to be treating it as a song that's being played live. So today we will focus on one of the most important things, the rhythm section, but most important, the bass. Okay, so as you can hear, we have amazing, amazing players, and we have to make sure that we have our session organized, color-coded, so we can navigate the session as efficiently as possible. So right now, what I want you to focus on, listen to the bass and listen to the rhythm section. And I will explain to you what we did in order to make sure that every single note is being heard. And here we go. Okay, so as you can hear, every single musician here is amazing. No joke, you just heard it. Fire. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna put the bass in solo so you can hear exactly what's going on there. The rest of the rhythm section, drums, percussion, okay, so as you can hear, the rhythm section is super, super, super important in the song, and especially in merengue, which is this genre. And what we did to the bass, we have to make sure that every single note is being played. So the way that the bass was processed is as follows. On the track itself, what I'm using is a bass rider. Why? Because I want to make sure to control the dynamic. And since the bass player is playing soft, it's playing a lot harder, it's playing slap, playing a lot more slap, it's just being amazing. The first thing that I'm doing is using the bass rider in order to control all of that dynamic. And I'm going to put it in bypass, and then I'm going to activate it. This without, but in context. So on this first bass rider that you can buy in Waves Latino America, what I'm doing is controlling all of that dynamic. After that, what I'm using on the actual bass group is as follows. First, I have an NLS channel, and I'm using it on the Nivo and adding a little bit of drive in order to add a little bit more harmonics. And after that, I'm using an SSL. And as you can see, I'm cutting a little bit of the lows. I'm adding a little bit in 200 and adding a little bit of mids and a little bit of highs in order to make sure that that bass is cutting. I'm also using a little bit of compression and using filters as well. After that, I'm using a J37 because I want that tape saturation, a little bit of those harmonics, and that natural compression that tape machines add. And after that, I'm using another bass rider. Right now you're asking, wait, why are you using two bass riders? I will show you exactly why. And after that, I'm also using an F6 in order to cut a lot of the lows and cut some of the highs for the percussion and for the different wind instruments for them to have a little bit of space there. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna open the other bass rider as well, which is not that one, but it's this one. So you can see what's happening in both instances. So this one right here is gonna be the first one that's on the track, and this one's the second one inside the group. I'm gonna press play so you can see what's going on. As you can see, it's extremely dynamic. So the first bass rider, I'm controlling the dynamics, and on the second one, I'm also controlling them, but the other way around, in order for them not to stand out and perhaps interfere with the rest of the mix. So the second one, I'm gonna activate it and deactivate it, or put it on bypass, so you can hear how it sits inside the mix. Okay, so the second that I activate the second bass rider, I'm controlling a lot more of those dynamics and also making sure that every single note is being heard. As far as the NLS, the SSL, the J37, the bass rider, and the F6, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna put all of them in bypass so you can hear the difference. So that's the difference between everything bypass and activated. So once again, the reason why I'm using the NLS is to add a little bit of the harmonics. The SSL is just to clean it up. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna put the SSL in bypass. Now the J37. As you can hear with the SSL, I'm cleaning up a little bit and adding a little bit of the mids in order for it to cut through. With the J37, I'm adding a little bit of that beautiful fatness in order to make sure that that bass is just right there at every moment that the bass player is playing amazing notes. This bass player, he's just a whole band actually. Okay, so after that, the F6 is just to clean it up just a little bit. And I'm taking off some of these frequencies. Okay, and after that, I'm also sending it to parallel processing, which is a compressor that's being used and being shared between the drums and the bass, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna put it in bypass. Okay, and for that compressor, I'm using an API, and it's being shared between the drums and the bass. So I'm using it just to add a little bit more punch and to just put it a little bit more forward and make sure that everything is just pumping in a beautiful way. if I mute it. So I'm getting a little bit more punch using that parallel compressor being shared between the bass, the drums, and also the percussions. So I'm gonna put all of them in bypass. And that's a way that you can make sure that that rhythm section is gonna be super punchy, super in your face, and really, 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 really tight. My name is Mauricio Muris from Waves Latino America. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one.